Now from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Here's Cairo Santos ready to get this one started. Off we go from Soldier Field. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Right to the air goes Young. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Run now for the rookie out of Georgia. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Here's Etienne. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Here's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Young. This is intercepted. It's the veteran safety, Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to get the football at their own 40.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now the former Eagle and Lion who's back in the NFC North. It's DeAndre Swift. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A play fake. Now Williams. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make them cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Rolling right, it's taken in. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open. Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Let's go.
On third down, it's Williams from the gun. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On fourth down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Here's 1st and 10. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Out of the shotgun, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The motion man is Johnson. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Now Etienne, and that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. The carry here for Etienne. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Jonathan Owens able to make the play. Here's 3rd and 7. To throw, Young. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Inside the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 72 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First and 10.
Panthers 60, Panthers 60.
Off play action. Here's Williams. Oh, the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. That one underthrown and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. And this will be knocked down. Incomplete. Penalty flag down in the backfield. Usually a sign of a hold.
Let's go now.
On the ground, here's Etienne. And he'll get about 5. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll go play action with Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. The Panthers off to the early advantage. We're back to Soldier Field after this. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Here's Young. He's got his man right side. It's complete. A pickup of 15 in the air. It's good for a Panther first down. To throw is Young. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Uh-oh. And drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there. A good spot here. Second and a yard. They'll run. It's ETN. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Panthers. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
This will be returned from the 6. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready up. Hey, smash, bro.
Now a toss, left side, it's Swift. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That one hauled in. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
60 Eagles, 60. Ready. Check smash.
Give up the middle with Swift. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And for the 2nd straight offseason, it's kind of hard to believe Mike Swift kind of finds himself in a new place every year. This time it's with Chicago. Just a year ago, over 1,000 yards rushing, and he's going to be looking to build off that last year's success.
They'll go play action here with Williams. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. On 2nd down, it's Williams. He'll find the first rounder out of Washington, Rome Odunze. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you...
And he's in. Durham Smythe. Touchdown, Bears. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it. And the Bears are back within 4. It is 14-10. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Young. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Going for it all. That is hard. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Now a give up the middle. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Young to throw on first down. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Carolina. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Panthers are out to a 21-10 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Here's Williams on first and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and a yard. Here's Williams. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They'll talk things over before third down. Williams. A quick slant into the hands of Johnson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. On fourth down, here's the rookie, the Aussie, fourth-round pick, Torrey Taylor, to punt for Chicago. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Etienne ahead out of the pistol. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Got a man. Good job coming back for the ball on the completion. And they're into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26-yard line.
These comebacks They require a lot of trust and timing from everybody involved. If the quarterback's a little too early, the receiver's not out of his break. But if the quarterback's a little too late, that's when disaster can strike. So give credit. Really well timed. Really nice job by both guys.
Go. 19 Lions.
On first down is Young. He's got it at the 7. And he's into the end zone. Xavier Legette, touchdown, Panthers.
Mike, this is a great example of a wide receiver who just truly understands the concept of spacing. When you're open, stay open. If you're not open, get open. And when you can do that and operate in the middle of the field, man, you are such a weapon and a reliable target for your quarterback. It's a great example of it here. He works to stay open, middle of the field, ball's on target. It's an easy touchdown.
A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line. So we are at halftime, and the visiting Panthers are out on top. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here comes a return from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Williams on the RPO, going to get it out to Odunze. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
This is the connection that Bears fans have been dreaming about since these two guys were drafted in this previous spring's draft. I mean, they think they have one of the more formidable young quarterback wide receiver duos in the entire league. Williams, first overall pick. Odunze, number 9. The future looks bright in Chicago.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Here's a run. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal. A little closer. Here's second and goal. He'll try to run this one in. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Carolina. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. An extra point attempt to follow. His kick is good. The Panthers will extend this third quarter lead.
Bears 10. to kick off for the Panthers.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it's going to be third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Good for a Chicago Bears.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. A throw on the move is caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
That is brought in at the 10. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got first and goal.
That's good for another Chicago Bears.
Let's go now.
Throwing is Williams. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bears are able to cut into the deficit. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
3. Roll, roll, roll. Ready.
His drive will start on the ground, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. They'll go play action with Young. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
A gain of 16 yards. It's a Carolina first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's going to look for the home run ball.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, Young. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Set. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Panther 11, Panther 11. 18 rep, 18 rep.
To throw, it's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
We have to give some credit to the offense. They're doing their part as they try to claw their way back into this game. On their previous drive, touchdown. That big play now has them potentially on another scoring drive. If they can get some defensive stops and keep this up offensively, this game could start getting real interesting. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to...
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of his teammates there to take it back in. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Chicago.
Go! Ready, ready?
We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. He is in. Touchdown, Bears. The Panthers will take their first timeout. On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears are able to edge a bit closer. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Motion man set right. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Here's Young. That's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock, and without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
They'll stick with him again. Wow. Strong. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
A run on 1st and goal. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line. A second down throw for Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
The motion man is Johnson. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. Big return at the end. He's going to get out of bounds close to midfield.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play. On 2nd down, they'll run. Good work there to get this back close to a 1st down. 13 on the gain. It sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. Moving this to the 36-yard line will give them enough. Chains will move. It's a 1st down. On the bootleg, it's Young. And this will be incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
And this throw batted away and incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Here's Etienne. Not much room to speak of. He'll take this to the 11. On 2nd down, Young gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Oh, a man wide open. He's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
That's caught left side by Odunze. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Throwing on second down. Williams. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.